What is good, disc golf fans? Welcome back here, moving day at the 2025 Maine State Championships presented by Brickyard Hollow. Big shout out to them. What a great facility they have there. This is elevated by ThoughtSpace as well. Patreon supporters, you know we love you all the time. You got Derek and Chris on the mic. We are Gatekeeper Media. Happy to be here for our third year in a row. And on top of that, this is the 10th Maine States, for those who didn't know.
That's wild. We're at a new course. We saw this course last year. I love this course. It's the Bittersweet Ridge disc golf course. Very technical and some of the most elevation changes, I think, in disc golf, really.
Couple pieces of treachery going on.
We got Marwede up at the top here. He's got a two-stroke lead. Swapped him out for G. And other than that, same guys we saw in round one.
Yeah, let's take a look here on hole one, par 4, coming in at just shy of 500 feet. Pretty wide open there to start. Slightly elevated tee area going over the parking lot. Our landing area is kind of right where it starts to pitch up and go upward. Got to be careful with the approach because it does drop off on the back a little.
Our leader from Alpena, Michigan is Andrew Marwede.
Marwede, only one to get double digits at the Commander course.
I'd say that's just about as stock as you can get, getting a little forward progression with the movement, or the roll as well.
Yeah, landing on the top of that hillside's nice because then you can see the basket. It's a little harder to see if you land too far down on the hill. And round one, Matt's putter was on fire, so hope to see some more of that today. Looks like this is going to get up above the hill.
And then some.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe it hit a root or something, kind of taking at least another few feet out of it.
Yeah, this course is dangerous with all the roots, like I mentioned, the elevation for rollaways, a lot of trees.
We're actually seeing James go the traditional route this time. Last time we saw James play this course, he actually went out on that left side and crashing in where we see that opening. It was just on screen. As you can see, that's kind of a madman route.
Worked for him, though.
It did.
Some tall grass on that side. That's could lose a disc over there.
And Harry's really putting a move on this one. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Getting to the perfect plateau, flat area for the approach.
That's a tough spot because it's like you're close enough where you want to run it for eagle, possibly, but then with the slope.
Yeah, it's tough mentally.
Yeah, because like these are obviously going to be layups, but then when you're,
A little odd.
Yeah, catching the guardian tree there for Andrew.
Yeah, like I would expect Matt to want to run this even with the danger behind it.
Does Matt Bell never not run it?
That's a good question.
I'm trying to think. I think the man's
my
always
short
run.
answer is no, I think, actually. I think it's always going for it. So we need to meet in the middle of the last two we've seen here.
Yeah, and then we get ourselves an eagle.
So Marwede still able to get the birdie from getting stopped up a tad early.
No eagles on the day,
Okay.
but it was the easiest hole in the course. So you start off pretty easy, half a stroke under par. So as expected. You see a star frame from our lead card.
Good way to start it.
Moving to hole 2. This one very short, very touchy. Slightly downhill here. Basket on this hillside. Possible rollaways. Go right at it with the drone. There's also a little left gap you can hit.
It's not as hard pack on the green as you actually would think that it is. So you can use the backstop a good bit. I'd say the trees are probably the biggest danger. because there's no defined like large line except for that left side, which I think is something that's downhill 200 feet. You need to add a little bit more complexity to it. It's really all about angle control.
Yeah, that should be all right there for Matt. He's going to be inside the circle. James, all you got to do is throw a putter there. Put yourself inside the circle.
But did you see how much dust popped up?
Yeah.
Coming just high, but does get stopped up by a tree, sticking close.
Get aggressive with this putt. Ooh. Just hanging on that strong side.
He gives a little smirk, too.
And James with his birdie. Both guys heating up here. As Derek, we did see an ace. Nice to see. Shout out Colby Foster.
Cool.
Putting it in one.
So in the comments, tell us about your first ace. I'm sure that wasn't Kobe's first ace, but I'd like to hear about yours, the viewer.
I'm still trying to get a tournament ace. I think tournament aces are pretty sick.
Do leagues count?
No.
All right, here on the third, going back uphill, par 4, 390. And uphill might be a little bit of an understatement because you're working your way up pretty good. Landing zone is about where the drone is now. And then a pretty standard approach. I mean, you have a couple lines to take. That outside line to let it swing from right to left.
This is looking great from Matt. And this first shot, if you can execute this first shot just like this, then you should be looking at a birdie. But if you catch early, it does make this hole pretty tricky, and par does get a little tougher.
And I'm not going to say it exactly the way I normally do, but you're kind of forced to throwing it up high because you're working so far uphill. You had mentioned something about that at Commander. Well, this is that time some.
Oh, this is looking perfect from Harry.
Enough time to flatten out, too. Yeah, and it really doesn't matter being behind that tree so much because you have left or right to kind of pitch up. A lot of holy ground play there.
Yeah, that was a great shot from James. He's got to look for birdie. Because the hole's so short, as long as you get mostly up this hill, this second shot should put you within range, at least to give it a stab. We know Andrew's made many putts from that distance. That was probably a good tree with the slope and everything. That probably would have funneled to edge of circle maybe.
Filters nicely well. Marwede getting... He was actually closer to the edge than I thought.
Oh.
That'd have been something.
Yeah. So no turkey for James. Marwede cleaning up his par. This one a little harder, more middle of the pack. Came in closer to par. But really, it's Matt Bell, 3 for 3. All right, moving into hole 4, par 3. 370 feet. This one's straight about 3/4 of the flight, and then just a slight bend here onto the right once we get into the woods.
I really like this hole.
Yeah, this one's great.
I like the position of the tee pad, kind of elevated, kind of like an overlook. Because you have to go walk out and around. You can't just walk down the fairway.
I would say that was a little too turned over there for Matt. So catch the right side as...
I like the height on this a lot.
Yeah, this is good movement from Harry. And he just catches that guardian tree.
Looks like James might be throwing Pathfinder here.
Yeah,
Glow Pathy.
This is more the line I would see as a lefty, and Andrew catches the tree. Still has some work. Matt's got to hit a little gap here.
And he does. Really good approach.
Yeah, that was
perfect amount of
that was
touch.
Testing the basket and drops right underneath of it. This would be big for James.
Just not enough juice.
First par for Matt.
It's already gave himself a buffer.
Yeah. And kind of as expected here with pars. This one generates a lot of pars. It's actually the fourth hardest hole.
Really?
Yeah, 72% taking the par.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, and it was plated 3.11, so people took some bogeys.
All right, let's jump into number 5, another par 3 coming in under 200 feet. You got some undulation here going through, but you really shouldn't have any of that come into play unless you hit early. It's kind of really just a straight at it. Slightly, I think it's slightly higher than where your tee pad is, but like not by a whole lot. You're going to filter down there if you come up a little short. That should be pin high.
Yeah, circle. Yep.
A little over. Yeah, and you can play the back stop a little bit.
Yeah, this is an ace run. Ooh.
It's kind of a dart.
Matt Bell
Nice.
feeling it. Basically picking up where he left off last round.
Oh, no. That is missing a must get like that.
Yeah, that does not
Puts a lot of
feel
pressure.
good. So this was a must get. We saw 54% of the field take birdie. It's the second easiest hole
Wow.
and played almost half a stroke under par.
Yeah, that's a rough.
No aces though.
It's tight.
It is tight. Out of the two sub 200 foot holes, which one do you like more? Hole 2 or hole 5?
2.
2. We're moving to hole 6. This one's fun. Par 4, 602 feet. Straight the whole way down. And we have this slope later in the hole. A lot of guardian trees. Gets really tight. It's the first one you can really rip on one.
It's a good looking fairway.
Yeah. Gives me kind of like some Waco vibes.
Oh, it just stays nice and flat too.
Ooh. And Very unfortunate kick there. Kind of puts him a little bit in the rough.
Ooh. Early release finds Andrew kind of in that jailed off area on the left. A little too much turn there.
Oh, look at that skip.
Okay, never mind. Oh.
Into like one of the best rolls I've seen.
Wow.
Man, it's so fun to like see the catch cam angle of shots, because when you're throw or when you're like on the tee pad, like you don't know.
There is absolutely no way you're
like
seeing
he lost it right here. Probably saw the flare and then it's like, all right, probably landed there. We're good. And to get like another 60, 70 feet is.
If only it stopped there.
Yeah. I thought it was going to go all the way down the hill. That would have been something. But yeah, it's so cool to see the second half of the flight of the disc. You know, a lot of stuff happens on the backside of.
What? Look at this.
Wow. Gets to the top of the hill. With his angles, man.
Yeah, it was a really good looking shot. Filters down really nicely too. James having to do that turnover as well.
Ooh. A little bit of a tester there, probably 25 feet or so.
This is going to require a little touch here, letting it fall flat. Oh, ricochet good in the right direction.
Harry with a chance for eagle. One of the easiest birdies he's going to have all day.
That's a shot to be expected from
Yeah, that's Marwede for you.
Yeah, very good putter.
James in there for his birdie, heating up for the second time this round. Trying to keep pace with Mr. Matt Bell, now 5 through 6.
Of course, I've been into it.
Right here on the 7th, 509-foot par 4. Pretty tight corridor. And you get it to kind of split off into two fairways, so if you get a little in trouble, you do have a bit of a way out. I'd say the main one is going to be on that right side.
Wow, okay.
I think there should be a line from over there, though.
It does run off pretty steep on that left side.
Harry using every bit of the space on that right-hand side.
And it's kind of in those trees. We'll see if he has a look. You can get aggressive if you have this forehand. The shape of the hole sets up for it, but it's going to fade out early.
If that's on the edge enough, definitely has a clearing.
Oh, great recovery shot there.
Yeah, but see what I mean? You got recovery space. I think that's what we should call it. That's pretty rough down there.
Yeah. Too much angle there on the release and puts himself pretty far.
Well, that was very good.
Yeah.
Matching the angle perfectly. This is a tough one to approach into as well because this course, whoa, it has a lot of pine straw coming from the trees above, so very skippy. Nice. Good make.
Bell. Yes, man. It's 3 in a row for him. Yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of straw, but then there's also a lot of roots. So, like, you don't know what's going to happen.
Unpredictable, for sure.
Excellent bar save there from Proctor after hitting first available on his approach. Or early tree, I should say. All right, hole 8, another par 4. 572. We're going to throw downhill on this first shot. A lot of trees on the fairway. It sets up for that righty turnover shot again. You want to land kind of where the drone is here. Depending on where you land on that first shot, kind of have 2 different ways to get to the basket. This course really makes you... the first shot is so important on so many holes on this course.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that worked out fine.
Yeah.
A lot of slope going from left to right as well.
If this keeps moving right, this has a lot of potential from Harry and
Oh, dang.
catches the root.
That would have easily gotten another 10 to 15 feet. So James getting the skip.
Yeah. Basically landing where Harry is.
Yeah, I was excited to see the forehand here. Just
Way down there. Little short for Matt, actually. He's going to have to make a putt. Yeah, that's nice there from Harry. Just got a chance to get a turkey for himself. Proctor finding that right gap. Works for him. And just a chip up with a zone. And Marwede is going to need a helmet for that one.
didn't matter for Matt, though. Filling out the scorecard. 7 through 8.
So this was the 5th hardest hole for the field. Yeah. 0.07 over par.
Wow.
So it did play over.
Just a tad.
Nice star frame from the guys, though.
All right, let's finish out the front 9 here on moving day with a par 3 coming in at 207. Again, pretty narrow, sloping from right to left. You can kind of play right at it. I would say coming in from the left is the far more open. Righty forehand's looking really nice there. Unfortunate. Tree hit does stay on the top of the platform, so the way Matt's been putting, that shouldn't really be a problem.
A little high from Harry.
Yeah, and the angle, too. Pretty, maybe was expecting it to flip up. Really smooth, direct line. Fades out a little early, but keeps himself pin high.
Are we catching early, but such a short hole. He's on the dance floor putting. Oh.
Sticks too. Nice.
A little slower start for him. Only 3 under through 9. Harry unable to fill out his scorecard with green.
Man, everybody's just all over it.
just like that, Proctor taking a stroke on the whole card.
Crazy how quickly that could happen.
A couple cleanups. Exciting front nine.
All right, let's take a look here. No blemish so far. Getting to see some numbers. Very exciting golf, as Chris was saying. Take a look at the standings here as well.
Moving day, baby. Colt Montgomery 9 down. Making a push, a couple cards back.
Luke Sampson trying to make a push as well. Dylan, local to the New England area. Good to see there in the standings as well. Big shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. If you'd like to have your name here in the coverage and help support these videos, patreon.com/gatekeepermedia. Every little bit helps. We really appreciate all of you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the back nine.